I don't know about you, but that music always gets me in a happy mood. Hello, good afternoon. It is now afternoon officially here in England, and welcome to day 12 of 31 days of learning English during October 2019. Ooh. Oh, I needed that. Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duncan in England. How are you today? Are you okay? I hope so. Are you happy? Well, are you happy? I hope so. This is a gorgeous cup of coffee. I actually put 2 teaspoons of coffee in this drink. So I have plenty of caffeine going around my blood supply at the moment to keep me going for the next 45 minutes. Yes, it is Saturday and you know what that means. Saturday is here. Yes, it's the weekend. So, we are all here together again. Yes, it is Saturday. The weekend is here. Are you feeling good? Do you have any special plans for this weekend? I have a very busy day. Not only am I doing this, but after this, I'm going into town to have a lovely meal in Much Wenlock, and then we are off to see my family this afternoon. So, a lot of things going on today. All sorts of stuff happening in my life. What about your life? How is your life today? Is it okay? I hope so. Can I begin by saying hello to all of my viewers in Japan? I am thinking about you at the moment because Typhoon Hagibis or Hagibis is now making its way across Japan. So can I say a big hello just in case you are watching at the moment? Maybe you are hiding in your cellar. Do they have cellars in Japan? I'm sure somewhere there are cellars for keeping things dry and cool. So Typhoon Hagibis or Hagibis, because I keep hearing people pronounce it in different ways. So this, some people say Hagibis, some people say Hagibis. Anyway, it is a super typhoon. Although, from my point of view, there is nothing super about this coming towards your island. So, Typhoon Hagibis, it is on its way across Japan right now as I speak. So, to all my lovely viewers in Japan, I hope you stay safe, and the show must go on, as Andrew said. Yes, the show will go on. Whatever happens, we always find a way to carry on. That's what I always say anyway. Hello to Cho. Hello, Cho. Guess what? You are first on today's live chat. Bravo. Bravo. Well done. Also to Bayan, Guadeloupe, Julie, Alexandra and Jiang, hello. Also Patrick is here as well. Hello Patrick, nice to see you back here on Saturday. Yes, I am with you every single day during October, 31 days of learning English during October. Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Also Saturday, which is today. I am with you right now, and I will be with you tomorrow as well, every day during October. How am I finding the energy? A lot of people are asking, Mr. Duncan, are you feeling tired because you are here every day? Well, I don't know really. I don't feel too bad, to be honest. In fact, can I can I tell you a little secret right now? I actually get a little bit excited in the morning when I wake up. I can't wait to do my live stream. So the answer to that question is I have lots and lots of energy. Some people say I have too much energy. This morning, when Mr. Steve phoned the local cafe, well, it's actually a restaurant. It's actually a very posh tea room, but they do lovely meals on Saturday. So normally we will phone and we will ask what is on the menu. And I always feel very excited when I find out what the meal is going to be. So this morning when Steve phoned, I was so excited I actually started clapping. I was actually doing this. And the lady at the tea room could hear me. And Steve said, "Don't do that. She will think that you are weird." And I said, "Don't worry. She already thinks I'm weird. She already thinks that. So don't worry." Okay, here we go then. So what's happening today? Well, it's open chit chat. It's Saturday. The weekend is here. And I thought we would look at some words, some interesting words. Something that I want to show you first of all is this. Oh, now this is a very interesting phrase. It is used in English. However, a lot of people pronounce this particular phrase incorrectly. They normally say it wrong. So here is the phrase, to be at someone's beck and call. Beck and call. It's a great expression, by the way. But what does it mean, Mr. Duncan? I will tell you right now. To be at someone's beck and call means to be always available for someone's needs. You are always there, ready to help them. You have to help them. You have to be available. You have to be ready for that person. Whatever that person needs, whatever that person wants, you must be there at their beck and call. So there it is. However, a lot of people actually mispronounce this phrase. They often say beckon call. Beckon, as in, come here, come here. But, in fact, it is beck and call. Beck and call. And the word beck is actually the old form of the word beckon. So when we say beck, we mean asking someone to come and give us assistance. So to be at someone's beck and call means you are always available. You are always there to help that person. You have to always be on standby to make sure that you are there to help a person. Maybe someone who is ill. Maybe they are in bed and they can't move. You have to be there for their beck and call. So, that was really quick. We really started off quickly today, didn't we, with those words? Well, of course, I love the English language, and I hope you do too. Hello, Weeda or Wider. Hello to you. Also, Desanti, Luis Mendez. Hello, Luis. I missed you yesterday. I haven't seen you for a couple of days, so I was asking about you yesterday. I was asking, where is Luis Mendez? Where is he? So nice to see you back today. Vitas, also Mirella is here. Mirella gives me a lovely big heart. Ooh, thank you very much. It might be love. Who knows? Francis, I am sending something in live. Hello, everybody. I hope so. Hello, Francis. Nice to see you here. Is it your first time on the live chat? Hello, Guadalupe. Oh, Guadalupe is very happy today because it's my day off and I'm happy enjoying the 12th day of the live streams. Yes, day 12 it is today. We are doing yet another live stream, and I will be with you tomorrow as well from 2 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Patrick says, I have become addicted to the live streams of Mr. Duncan. Really? So I think a lot of people out there are actually beginning to enjoy my daily live streams. It will be very strange when I'm not doing this anymore. When I stop my daily live streams, it will be very strange when I finish this. Sharara says, hi teacher and hello to everyone. Yesterday I lost the lesson because I had some guests. Learning English is fun and amazing. I'm glad you think that. Very glad to hear that. Rosa, hello Mr. Duncan and everybody. The sun is here. Oh, are you having a nice time where you are? Let's have a look outside where I am. Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, so there is the view out of my window looking across to one of the well-known landmarks here in Shropshire. So that is actually now live from the window. You can see that the sun is out. We have had quite a lot of sunshine this morning. And another view, looking into the distance, you can see a lovely field that has been recently harvested. I have a feeling that over the next few days, I think that particular field is going to be harvested and turned over. So it's already been harvested, so the crop has already been gathered. But I think over the next few days, I think the ground will be turned over. It will be ploughed. So I think that's going to happen very soon. Something else exciting? Yes. If you were watching yesterday, you will already know that the sheep are back. They are. The sheep are back behind the house, and there they are. So that was filmed yesterday afternoon after my live stream ended. And you can see there are lots of sheep now at the back of the house. I was trying to count them, but every time I counted them, I fell asleep. I don't know why. But I think there are around 50 sheep at the back of the house at the moment. And there they are. So that was yesterday afternoon with them wandering around at the back of the garden. And there are quite a few of them. The one thing I have noticed is that most of them don't have their fleece. So most of them are missing their lovely woolly fleece. Of course, the fleece is the wool. It is their coat that keeps them warm during the winter months. So I was surprised yesterday to see that many of them still don't have their lovely warm winter coat, their fleece. So I was quite excited about that, as you can imagine. Yes, I did. I clapped. As soon as I saw the sheep in the field yesterday morning, I was actually clapping. I got so excited. I must try to calm down because sometimes I get too excited about things. I don't know why. We're up to date with the live chat. If you want to say something, say it now. Guadeloupe is here as well, as I just mentioned. Palmyra, Mr. Duncan, are you tired or exhausted with the live stream marathon? You will deserve a big trip in November. I can tell you now that I'm going nowhere in November. I have no trips. I have no holiday. In fact, I think I will be working until spring next year. So I don't have any break. I don't have any holidays planned. I will be doing this probably until springtime. However, I will be with you every day during October. But this is something a few people have already asked. They've asked if I can carry on doing live streams every day after October has finished. I don't know. I'm not sure about that. Lewis says, hello to Guadeloupe. Isn't it nice? I love it here on the live stream when you say hello to each other. I have noticed over the past few days that this particular live stream has become very social, very friendly, and, dare I say it, polite. Ooh, did anyone see the new Netflix film, El Camino, the sequel to Breaking Bad? I watched it last night with Mr. Steve. I couldn't resist, actually. I couldn't resist showing my happiness at seeing El Camino, the actual sequel to Breaking Bad. A lot of people have been looking forward to this. Now, don't worry. I won't tell you what happens. I won't spoil your enjoyment of the programme. So here is an interesting word, spoilers. So we will often use this word when we talk about giving away the plot or the story of maybe a film or a TV programme. So when we talk about spoilers, we are actually saying the things that give away the plot or the things that happen in a TV programme or in a movie. So don't worry, I did watch the sequel to Breaking Bad last night, El Camino. Brilliant. Very good. Not what I expected it to be like, to be honest. I thought it was going to be lots of violence, lots of gang-related stuff. But in fact, I was surprised to find that it went in other directions as well. Some very interesting directions, dare I say. So El Camino is now available on Netflix. Don't worry, I'm not being paid to advertise this, but I am a very big fan of Breaking Bad. So I was very excited to see this last night, and I watched it. Mr. Steve thought it was good as well, which is amazing because Steve doesn't really enjoy watching TV shows very much. So if Mr. Steve likes it, it must be good. So don't worry, I won't tell you what happens. There will be no spoilers. So when we say spoilers, it means the things that give away the story, the things that give away what happens in the movie or the TV show. There will be no spoilers here. Francis says, would it be possible to talk about Halloween? Well, I will be talking about Halloween as we get nearer to the date. So Halloween always occurs on the last day of October. In fact, the final day of October is always very busy because that is also the anniversary of my YouTube channel. And that's the reason why I'm here. So the reason why I am here doing this is simple. I will be celebrating my 13th anniversary at the end of this month. Did you enjoy that? Hello to Katra. Can you say it again, please? Can I say what again? El Camino. Is that what you want me to say? El Camino. It is the sequel to a very popular TV show called Breaking Bad. And now it is available on Netflix. And I watched it last night and it's really good. I enjoyed it. Hello also to Lewis again. Mr. Duncan, yesterday I was there, but in the last half hour. It was YouTube's fault. Yes, we did have a few problems yesterday on the live chat and also the live stream because YouTube had made some changes to the way it gives you the stream. So they'd made a lot of changes to their actual system, but they didn't tell me, which is rather annoying. So because of that, there were some problems. I think Mr. Steve doesn't enjoy watching TV shows because he likes to do a lot of things, like me, and we think it is a waste of time. Wow. Guadeloupe, you are so right. Mr. Steve sometimes gets very restless. Restless. If a person is restless, it means they can't stop moving. They always have to have something to do. They always have to be moving around or doing something. They always have to have something to occupy their mind. So, yes, I think you are right there. However, there are some TV programs that we both enjoy watching. There are many TV shows that we enjoy watching. However, there are some TV shows that I like, but Mr. Steve doesn't like. For example, Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty. Mr. Steve hates it. He doesn't like Rick and Morty. I love it. And guess what? Season 4 is coming soon. So I'm really excited by that, to be honest. I can't wait to see the new season of Rick and Morty, even though there are only 5 episodes. Is that true? There are only 5 episodes or 10 episodes of Rick and Morty in the next season. Still, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. I love myself a little bit of Rick and Morty. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Good evening. Nice to see you. After a long time. Where are you? Lost, Mr. Duncan. Rakesh. Can I just tell you something? I have been here every day in October. So every day I am here on YouTube, to be honest. And this is something I've noticed over the past couple of years. A lot of people seem unaware that I'm still doing this. People think I've gone. Some people think I've died. I haven't died. Well, not yet anyway. Hello, Tan Chang. Nice to see you here. Palmyra says many people are obsessed with the HBO film Chernobyl. Oh, yes. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that at all. But I did not see it because I remember these events for real. And I do not want to participate in all of that fuss again. Well, I have mixed feelings about dramatising a disaster. So if something bad happens, or if something occurs in the past, or maybe recently, the recent past, that, I don't know, has killed many people or has been seen as a disaster, something horrible, a terrible event, but then they turn it into a TV show. Sometimes I think that it seems a little disrespectful. Sometimes. Hello, Andrew. Hopefully we will never have any problems with live viewers. I don't think so. I think everyone here likes to have a good time. And of course you can. It's possible. Francis says, great thank you to you, Mr. Duncan, for your reply. I will follow you. I am enjoying watching your show. It is better than Netflix. Oh, thank you very much. Who knows? One day I might have my own show on Netflix. Imagine that. Ooh. Mr. Duncan's own English teaching program on Netflix. That would be nice. Bayan, my brother went out to spend the weekend with my dad in Jakarta, but I didn't go because the way is so long and boring. So how long does it take to get from where you live to Jakarta? Is it a long way? I imagine it is, because Indonesia is actually a huge country. It's hard to appreciate just how large Indonesia is. It spreads for such a long distance. And yes, Bayan, I also have that problem. I don't like long journeys. One of the worst journeys I ever took was during my time in China, and the president of my school wanted to take me to his hometown. What I didn't realise is that his hometown was a very long way from where we were, where the school was, and it would have taken 3 days to get there in the car. So on the first part of the journey from where I was working to Beijing, it took over 14 hours in the car. So by the time I reached Beijing, I said to my boss, I said, look, I'm very sorry, I can't continue with this journey. This journey is going to drive me insane. So I didn't go any further. I actually ended up staying in Beijing. I didn't go to my president's hometown because it would have been another 2 days before we got there in the car. And the worst thing was there were 5 people in the car plus 1 dog. There is no way that I was going to continue that journey. So I am very similar to you, Bayern. I don't like long journeys, especially in the car. I don't mind going on a long journey if I can relax, but there's nothing relaxing about being in a car with 5 people and a crazy dog. There isn't. Hello from Nijora. Hello to you. Hello also to Giovanni. Do you have any pets in your house? I don't. I don't have pets, although I do have Mr. Steve. So I suppose Mr. Steve is a little bit like a pet, although he's not very well trained. Rakesh is here. Mr. Duncan, can you teach me about our stress? When you say stress, do you mean pressure? Do you mean the pressure that we all have to endure and tolerate in our lives? I suppose most people these days suffer from some sort of stress. I think it's very common these days. What is the difference between journey, trip, or travel? Well, travel is the generic word for any journey that you take. So any trip or any journey, you go on holiday, you go on a journey, you travel somewhere. So you travel to another town, you travel to another city, or maybe you travel all the way to the other side of the world. And we can use journey as well to mean a pretty similar thing. So the journey is actually the action of doing what you are doing. You are trying to get from one place to another. Trip is also similar to travel. So you will travel, you will go on a trip, or we can say that you go on your travels. So it's very strange that we use that almost as if it's plural. So you can go on your travels, which means you go to explore somewhere, you travel around somewhere. So journey and trip are pretty much the same thing. You can go on a trip, you can take a journey, you can travel somewhere. I hope that helps. Hello also to Anna. Hello. How did you come back from Beijing to the school? I stayed in Beijing for around 3 days because it was during the national holiday in October. So it was during the first week of October, because at the start of October there are big celebrations every year in China to celebrate the formation of the People's Republic of China. And I was there at the time, and I spent about 3 days there, but it was so crowded. There were so many people. Can I just say, if you are not prepared for being pushed around and mugged, a lot of people were robbed during my time in Beijing. So apparently people are often robbed, or maybe a person will pick another person's pocket, or maybe the back of their bag. So a lot of people would wear bags on the back of their shoulders, behind their shoulders. And what people would do, they would walk behind and they would slowly open the person's backpack and they would go inside. And quite often they would find some jewellery, or maybe a mobile phone, or perhaps a wallet, and they would steal it. So we call that pickpocketing. If you pickpocket, it means you steal from a person's belongings, maybe their bag, or perhaps from their jacket, something like that. So yes, so that was very common. In fact, I saw someone doing it. I actually caught 2 children trying to steal from a tourist's backpack. Hello, Guadalupe. Hello also to Dimitri. Hello, Mr. Duncan. You are very helpful. Good luck. Thank you very much. I always need good luck. I do. Hello, Mr. Duncan. Huang says, can you help me to pronounce can and can't? Can, can't, can, can't. He can, he can't. He can't come out to play. He can come out to play. I hope that helps you. Hello to Tan Chang again. Where are you watching at the moment, by the way? Where are you watching? Apparently, Huang is a big fan of Justin Bieber. Whatever happened to Justin Bieber? You never hear anything about Justin Bieber anymore. And I can see that on your little icon next to your name, there is a little picture of Justin Bieber. How old is Justin Bieber now? He must be about 60. Tan Chang, yes, it is very normal for Chinese students to take several hours to go to school and also back home. Well, I remember this because during the spring break, so during the spring break and also the summer break, so many of the students would go for many miles back to where they came from during the school holidays. And some of them would travel for 2 or 3 days by train without any break. So they would get on the train and then they would spend 3 days on the train. I can't even imagine what that must be like. Although when I first arrived in China, I did have to travel by train from Beijing to the place where I was going to work. And that took 13 hours by train. 13 hours on a train. Fortunately, the train journey was at night, so I was actually able to sleep in a little bed on the train. But it was pretty good. Pretty good. Hello to Andrew, who says, picking pockets. It sounds like something from Oliver Twist. Yes, Charles Dickens wrote all about Oliver Twist. And he, and also the gang that he belonged to, used to go around picking people's pockets. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Yes, you've got to pick a pocket or two. Although, please, don't pick pockets. Please don't. Especially mine. Although, you won't find anything in there. Huang says Justin Bieber is now 24 years old. And he had a wedding 13 days ago. Oh, I see. So Justin Bieber is now married. I didn't know that. Can you please put the subtitles? Yes, you can have subtitles. All you have to do is press that on your computer. So you can have live captions. All you have to do is press that button on your keyboard. So yes, did you know that? There are actually live captions on this live stream. Yes, it's true. I will be going in around about 10 minutes from now. So if you have a question, please feel free to ask the question right now. Yes, there are captions. You can have subtitles on this live stream. And there you can see how you get them. You have to press that button there. Beep, 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 beep. It's gone. Hello to Mohammed Aldeep. Hello to Mohammed Aldeep. Thanks a lot. Your language is so clear and we can understand very well. Thank you very much. Lewis says there are pickpockets everywhere in all of the cities. Oh yes, of course, because I remember earlier this year when I was in Paris, and apparently pickpocketing is very common in Paris. However, I think it's the same in all of the big cities around the world. I think there is always a problem with crime, including London. I'm not saying that London is completely safe. In fact, sometimes it's the opposite. Zuzika is here. Oh, sorry, today I am cycling. I will see you later. Thank you very much. It sounds as if Zuzika enjoys cycling. Are you a professional cyclist? Do you take part in cycling races maybe? Maybe you like racing on your bike. When I was young, when I was a boy, I used to ride around on a bicycle all the time. Hello to Patrick. Oh, if you want to get the subtitles, if you want to get the captions on your smartphone, you have to go up here. So on your phone, you will have some settings up here. So if you go on your phone and you click up there, like that, you will find some settings. And there you can activate the captions. You can find the captions up there. Thank you, gentle professor. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. Isn't that lovely? Thank you very much. During the week, I introduced a couple of words onto the live stream, and I thought before I leave you, I would like to explain them to you. So here they are. So this word is skive. Skive. It's an interesting word. Perhaps you've heard it before. Maybe you've never heard it before, ever. So here it is, the word skive. Skive means to avoid doing any work. You stay away from your job. You shirk your work. So you avoid doing any work, or you try to stay away from work. You skive. You are skiving or skiving off. You bunk off. Bunk. So if you bunk off, it means you avoid doing work or maybe going to school. Some people skive from school. They don't go to class because they have something more fun to do. You shouldn't do that, by the way. Skiving is not good. So skive, if you skive, it means you avoid doing work. To avoid doing any work, you stay away from your job. You shirk your work. Another word we can use, and I love this word very much. It doesn't sound like a real word, but it is. Malinga. Malinga. So the word malinga means pretend to be ill so as to escape duty or avoid work. The person doing this can be called a malingerer. So if a person pretends to be sick or pretends to be unwell so they can avoid going to work or maybe going to school, we can call them a malingerer, a person who pretends to be ill so as to escape duty or avoid work. The person doing this can be called a malingerer? Have you ever skived from work? Have you ever malingered? Islam DZ says, Mr. Duncan, I'm an Arabic follower and I'm watching you in Algeria. How to study and speak the English language? That is a very big question. However, the answer is very simple. You must make English a part of your life. It must become a part of your daily routine. So maybe you can listen to English every day, you can read English every day, and the hardest part is speaking English. But there are many ways of learning English, all types of English. So maybe spoken English, which is the hardest, reading, and of course listening. So all of these things have to be improved. And I would always say that you should do it every day. Try to make English part of your life. Try to create an English environment around you. Andrew says, skive. That's what I was looking for so long. We have a slightly dirty word for it. But there was no translation. Well, now you know. So you can say skive, a person who skives, a skiver, a person who avoids going to work. They want to do something else instead. Hello to Hai, who is watching in Vietnam. Hello to you. Thank you, Hani. Hello, Hani Da, who says, I am new here and I like your method of teaching. You are welcome. And guess what? I am back tomorrow. So not only today, but also tomorrow. In fact, every day during October, I will be with you. Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. Saturday, today of course. And tomorrow I will be back again from 2 p.m. UK time. So I will see you tomorrow. I will be back here live on YouTube from 2 p.m. UK time. We are now approaching 12:45 and I am going to leave you because we are going into town to have something lovely to eat. Today we have stew and dumplings. Ooh, I am so excited by that. Mr. Duncan, what does run to, rule out mean? I found it when I was reading one of my self-help books. Run to, rule out. I'm not sure. It sounds like some sort of phrase that might be used for, I don't know, making your mind clearer. Run to, rule out. I'm not sure. Is it a phrase? Is it something you've read in a book? Is it something you've heard? So it's in your book, but I've never heard of that particular phrase. Run to, rule out. Maybe you mean run to. So if you run to something, it means you head towards it. You go towards it. You run towards something. Rule out means cancel, or you remove something. You rule out. Quite often that refers to a possibility. So something that is possible and you think it is impossible. You will rule it out. I am going now. I am going into town to have some stew. Stew is like casserole. So it is meat and vegetables and gravy, and it is all cooked together. And can I just say, it is very delicious. Thank you, Palmyra, thank you, Julie. Thank you very much for your company today. I am now going. I will be back with you tomorrow. As I said, tomorrow you can catch me. There is the time. Sunday, 2 p.m. UK time. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your off time if you are off. Have a great weekend. This is Mr. Duncan in the birthplace of English saying thanks for watching me. See you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK time. And of course, you know what's coming next. Get ready to have a little dance. Ta-ta for now.